All right, so guys, today we are going to do this second lab here about force, okay, about forces. And what we're going to use is this pendulum setup that I have here, right? This ring stand with this is just a string hanging from that ring stand. We're going to make a pendulum out of it. We're going to float that back by just putting some of these, like weights, these little masses on there, and creating a pendulum. Okay, and the way this is going to work is we're going to put a like block down here at the bottom. I'm going to let that go, and I got to adjust that a little bit. But we're going to let that. We're going to let this block. We're going to let this like weight go, and it's going to knock the block. So however far it went, and that one didn't go very far. So. So that's the idea. We're going to do the first, there's 3 different experiments. The first one, I'm going to keep the block the same. I'm going to use this one middle, I'm going to use a small block. Let's use a small block. And then we're going to use 5 different masses. Okay, 5 different masses to see how far we send those. Okay, let me grab a pen. Okay, so when we do this, right, I'm going to hold this back here, and I'm going to set this up so that a little bit further up ahead. So I'm going to like hold this at like the edge of the table here, and then I'm going to let it go and hit the block. And when we're going to change, right, and then we'll change the, the different weight on there, and we'll see if the heavier weights send that block further. And then we'll measure it with the meter stick here. So let's see, I better get that in place. Okay. So this first one, you guys can fill in your table as you go. This first block, the mass is 50 grams. Okay, the 50 grams on this first mass. So I'm going to pull back, like I said, I'm just going to use the edge of the table here as my starting point. Okay. And I'll measure all the way out to as far as it goes. So this one went, let's see, we got centimeters, 34 centimeters. Okay, 34 centimeters with that block. Okay. Let's see. Then we got a 100-gram weight, 100-gram mass. Okay, I got to readjust this guy a little bit so that doesn't scrape on the tabletop. Okay, and you guys can, think about it, take a guess what you think is going to happen. Is the ball going to shoot further, or is the block going to go further, or is it going to stay the same? Is it going to go less? Let's see what happens again. To the edge of the table. Okay, it looks like I went a little bit further. That went to 52 centimeters. Okay, so the 100-gram mass went 52 centimeters. See what we got next. This one's 200. Okay, so this one is 200 grams. Readjust a little bit here. I need to get another book. All right, let's see. This is the 200-gram mass. I got to hold that down, I think, this time. Didn't have that one lined up great. Yeah, and that mass really starts holding this down, so I'm going to have to hold this so that it goes straight. Okay. Let's see, I got 40 grams that time. 40 centimeters. Let's see what we get with 500 grams. Ooh, that's a good one. So the 500 grams, that went 77 centimeters. I'm just going to try the 200 again. Let's see. This thing start weighing the ring down. I'm just going to hold on to the ring a little bit this time. No, it's still, I just can't get this one. I don't know. There we go. That's a good one for the 200. So we're going to change the 200 reading, okay, and make that 55 centimeters. Okay, for the 200. Okay, so we had 50 grams was 34 centimeters, 100 grams is 52 centimeters, 200 grams is 55, and 500 grams is 77. Okay. Now, on the second one, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust how far I pull this back from. So I'm going to go ahead and use the big heavy. Oh no, the hundreds. No, let's use the big one. Let's use the 500. Let's use the 500. Let's just try that out. Okay, so that should be good. What we're going to do is I'm going to adjust the pullback distance. Okay, so I need a second meter stick here to adjust that. And we're going to see how far it goes. So I'm going to keep the type of block the same, and I'm going to keep, let's use the middle block this time. Just do something different. And that block and that weight are going to stay the same this time. So pullback distance, see, the first time I'm going to do this, I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, and 40. So we can record those. I'm going to go 10 centimeters. Actually, let's go 10. Let's go 10, 15 centimeters, 20 centimeters, and 25 centimeters. Right? So we're going to do that, and then we'll see which one of these, which one imparts the biggest force. Is it from the closer one or from the ones that are farther away? So this is the 10 centimeters. So I'm just pulling it back a little bit. Oh, and that only went 11 centimeters. So the distance for the pullback of 10 centimeters, the distance was 11 centimeters. Okay, so really this one should be easy to do. The next I'm going to go 15 is right here. And that went at 14 centimeters. Now I'm going to pull back 20 here, which is quite a bit further. Yeah, it went a little bit, right? You can hear it like smack that a little bit harder. Right, the tread made the block go 22 centimeters. Okay. And then let's see what 25 will do. So 25 sent that guy flying up to 39 centimeters. Okay, so there's your data for that. So you had 10 centimeters was traveled 11 centimeters. When we went back 15 centimeters, the block went 14. When I went back 20 centimeters, the block went 22. When I went back 25, it went 39. Let's try even a further one. This is 50 centimeters. Farthest I can go. Let's see if that works. So 50 centimeters sent that guy flying. Sent that almost 70 centimeters, right? So the idea there, right, is that we see as you pulled it back further, the ball, there's more force in the block traveled further. Okay, and then we have one more here where we're just going to look at a large block versus small block. Okay, so I'm going to do the big block first. Keep the same weight on there, the one that's good. We'll keep the same one there, and I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to pull it back to the edge of the table each time. And I'm going to let that go. So the big block only travel 26 centimeters. Right, what do you guys think is going to happen to the little guy here? One that has weighs a lot less. Right, it should travel further, but let's see. To the edge of the table. A lot further, right? That would be 74 centimeters. Okay, so you guys can just answer those last couple questions there, regarding force of how changing the mass of the block and changing the size of the block, how that affected the force. Okay.